Hello, awesome people. Welcome back to the Lingua English podcast. I'm Jaderson, and today we're diving into a topic that's crucial for every language learner: creating a personalized language learning plan. Get ready to take control of your learning.
Hi everyone, I'm Patricia, and I'm so excited to talk about this. Having a plan really makes a difference. It can be the absolute key to staying on track and actually enjoying the process of learning English. Trust me on this one.
And hello from me, Albert. I'm here to share some practical tips that have helped me, and hopefully they'll help you too. Some might even surprise you. Let's get started. That's right, Albert. We're here to help you create a clear path to success. So, guys, let's start with the most important question. Why is having a personalized plan so important?
Well, Jaderson, without a plan, it's easy to feel lost or not know where to go next. You might just jump from one app to another. And believe me, I've been there. Watching random videos without a clear sense of what you're trying to achieve. A personalized plan gives you direction, keeps you motivated, and helps you see how much you've learned. It's like having a GPS for your language learning journey, guiding you step by step towards your destination.
Yes, and it also helps you focus on what's important for you. Everyone learns differently, and a personalized plan allows you to make your learning fit what you need. For example, if you desperately need English because your job requires it, your plan will look very different from someone who just wants to understand the lyrics of their favorite pop song for fun. So, let's start with the first step: setting goals. How is it possible to set effective goals? Because sometimes my goals are just learn all the English, which isn't super helpful.
Oh, yeah, there's some. We've all been there. The key is to make them smart. It means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. For example, instead of saying, I want to learn English, which is very general, you could say, I want to be able to have a 10-minute conversation in English about my hobbies by the end of next month. This is a specific because it talks about a conversation. Measurable because it says 10 minutes. Achievable if you practice regularly. And let's be honest with ourselves about what's realistic, okay? Now, relevant if you enjoy talking about your hobbies, and time bound because it has a deadline.
That's such a great example, Patricia. And remember to define your why. Really dig deep and think carefully about why you started learning English or why you want to improve it now. Is it for travel, work, or just for fun? Maybe you dream of finally understanding all the jokes in that one English TV show everyone's talking about. Or memes when you are on Facebook, for example. Yeah, your why will help you stay motivated when things get a little difficult or when you feel like giving up. It's your personal fuel. Definitely, Albert. And it's important to break down big goals into smaller, easier steps. If your main goal is to become fluent, start by focusing on specific things, like improving your listening skills or learning new words. For example, this week, maybe your small goal is to understand the main idea of, I don't know, uh, one short English news report. Even if you don't catch every single word, or to learn five new useful verbs that you can actually use in sentences, these smaller steps make the big goals seem less overwhelming, right? Um, well, I strongly disagree with you. I find it so boring.
Yeah, that's why in my case, I try to learn new words from songs that I like. And don't forget to track your progress. In my case, I have a notebook. You can use apps. By the way, Jaderson, where's the name of the app that you usually use?
Let me think. Which one do you mean? Oh, yeah. Anki drawing. Yeah, but I hardly ever practiced the words that I wrote on it.
Mm, But if you write it on a notebook, you get reinforced. And I think it's really helpful. You could note down your vocabulary, grammar rules, or even just the topics you practice. And also, you can see how much you've improved. And that can give you a real boost and remind you that your efforts are paying off.
Now, let's cover the following topic: finding the right resources. There are so many options out there. How do we choose? It can feel like a jungle of apps and websites. That's a great question, Albert. It can feel like a lot. The most important thing is to find resources that you enjoy using and that match how you would like to learn. If you don't enjoy the resources, let's be real, you're less likely to use them consistently. Like me, when I use the app you asked me before, Patricia, it'll feel like doing chores.
Yes, and don't just use one thing. Try different methods to learn in different ways. For example, you could use language learning apps or websites for those quick vocabulary boosts and basic grammar practice. In my English classes, for example, I use Wordle, where you can find flashcards to learn vocabulary. You can also use online lessons on platforms for more structured grammar explanations if you're into that sort of thing, like Albert.
Hey, I like structured grammar. But Patricia has a point. Using apps for learning vocabulary can be awesome. But if you really want to speak fluently, you have real English materials. Things like podcasts, like this one, course, YouTube channels, movies, and books in English can be undeniably helpful for improving your listening comprehension and expanding your vocabulary in a natural way. For example, I have been using this app to learn French for more than 1 year, and I feel like I've learned a lot of vocabulary. But when it comes to speaking, I get stuck every time. Wait a minute, Albert. What app are you talking about? Well, this app that I am using to learn French. Now I try to engage in conversations with native people using websites. Also, I try shadowing with simple news summary. Start with subtitles if you need to. It is totally okay. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, we have an excellent episode explaining these techniques, shadowing and mimicry. A good one, by the way. I totally agree. And choose resources that fit your learning style. If you learn best by seeing things, use flashcards, watch videos with subtitles, or read articles. If you learn best by hearing things, listen to podcasts like this, music, and audiobooks. Maybe even try audiobooks while you're doing chores. In fact, I usually listen to content such as motivational audiobooks and entertaining videos while I'm cooking, washing the dishes, or having lunch. If you learn best by doing, focus on speaking practice and interactive exercises. Get involved.
And don't forget the library.
Seriously? Do they still exist?
Obviously, many libraries have free books, magazines, and even you can use language learning software or programs. It's a fantastic and often overlooked resource. Plus, it's a quiet place to focus, unlike my house sometimes.
Inside your personalized plan, motivation is a key factor. What are some tips for keeping going and not getting too tired of learning? Because sometimes, honestly, I just want to watch TV on my own language.
What? Really, Jay? Do you own a language?
Well, I meant in my mother tongue.
Okay. Well, having a regular time for learning is really important. Try to study English at the same time each day or each week, even if it's just 15 to 30 minutes. Think of it like brushing your teeth, a small daily habit that makes a big difference over time. Consistency is crucial to making progress, even on days you don't feel like it. Just do a little bit. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, I think that you have a point. It's better to do a little bit than nothing. Well, every weekend we try to watch a movie together. And if you can see a movie because your partner or friend doesn't like watching movies in English, it is okay. Even if the movie is in Spanish, remember you have the option to use subtitles in English. That way, you can enjoy practicing your reading and learn vocabulary and new expressions.
And if those people don't want to watch movies in its original language, you can find other people who are also learning English. You can join online groups on social media. There are tons of supportive communities out there. Participate in language exchange events in your city, or even find a language partner to study with regularly. Talking to others who are learning can give you support, new ideas, and make the journey feel less lonely.
You remember when we went to Barranco?
Ah, yeah, yeah. Yes. In that place, there were, or well, I don't know if they still, if they are, if they are currently there, they gather together in order to practice their English.
It was like a restaurant or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was like a restaurant.
Yeah, it's a place where people go inside and sitting and just speaking English.
Yeah.
Yeah, in those kind of places, you can connect with people who have the same interests like you.
And celebrate your wins together.
Exactly, and celebrate your wins together.
Yes, giving yourself rewards is great to keep you motivated. Celebrate when you reach a small goal or stick to your study schedule for a week. For example, and I buy white chocolate at the end of the week when I successfully complete all the tasks. Maybe you can watch your favorite TV show in English without subtitles. That's a big win. Buy yourself a small treat or simply take some time to relax and do something you enjoy. You deserve it.
Don't be afraid to speak or write, even if you're not sure it's perfectly correct. It's natural and a part of the process, and a fantastic way to learn and improve. Think of it as a learning opportunity, not failure.
And look at your plan regularly. Think about what's working well and what's not so effective. Maybe you're making good progress with vocabulary, but need to spend more time on speaking. Or maybe a particular resource isn't as helpful as you thought. Don't be afraid to teach it and try something new. It's okay to change your plan as you learn and grow. It's your plan.
Try different ways of learning. If you feel like you are getting bored with your current routine, do something completely different. If you have been listening to audiobooks on YouTube for a while and you get bored, try watching a movie in English instead, even if it's animated and a bit silly. If you have been watching movies, try reading a simple English book or some news articles written for learners. Variety can keep things interesting and help you learn in different ways. It keeps your brain on its toes.
And something important is to stay positive. Learning a language takes time and effort.
An effort.
Exactly, an effort. There will be days when you feel like you're not making progress. But it's important to remember how much you've already learned and why you want to learn English. Keep reminding yourself of your goals and celebrate your achievements. No matter how small they seem, every little bit counts.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. These tips help you create a personalized language learning plan that will help you achieve your goals. Remember, you've got this. We hope you have enjoyed this episode of the Lingua English podcast.
Yeah, don't forget having a plan is like having a map. It will guide you on your language learning journey and help you reach your destination of English fluency. And don't be afraid to ask for directions along the way.
And please, we need subscribers. Go to our podcast, subscribe, and follow us on our social networks. And if you like what we do, share it with your friends. That way, you'd be contributing with our work. You can find us on all social media at The Lingua English, which are extra tips, fun quizzes, and even songs to practice listening, speaking, reading, and writing, the core skills.
And keep in touch. We love hearing from you. Share your experiences, your learning plans, and any questions you have in the comments. What's one fun way you plan to practice English this week? Let us know.
And don't forget to join us for our next episode. It's going to be a great one. We might even share some embarrassing stories from our own language learning journey.
Thank you for listening, awesome people. Keep planning, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself. You can do it, and remember, even small steps forward are still progress.
See you
See you
next
next
time.
time.
Happy
Happy
learning.
learning.